Good morning and welcome to another theme and another set of videos for Weekly Spark. Trying something different this month. As you can tell, my voice is still a little scratchy. Bronchitis and a sinus infection has had me down for almost 6 weeks, but I'm back in the studio today and looking forward to working in my art journal. I think that because I'm a little scratchy, I'm going to go ahead and not do recording audio while I do these lessons for this month. I'll do the voiceovers with a cup of hot, tea to soothe my throat when I'm getting each one ready to post. When I do sit down to do these, I often, if I can, do a couple of the Weekly Spark videos in a row. And it's interesting to me to see how the ideas from one page may evolve and inform the ideas for the next page. So you're going to see these from week to week. And this month, with the theme of the leaf or leaves, you're probably going to see some continuity across the ideas that are starting to bubble up in my head. Let's turn this camera around and take it to the page. I'm not getting very mythic. I'm just going with the leaf as a visual motif this time. And I have everything from stencils to stamps, ideas and images in the Pinterest page for this month's lesson. So yeah, that's about all the voice that I have. Let's go ahead and get started. I pulled out all of the leaf stencils that I have. The yellow is a commercial stencil, and the rest are a variety of pieces that I've cut, usually from cardstock, but you see that I have both positive and negative images, and of course, I just love the spiral. My first layer here is some gesso, and then I'm going to go ahead with some fluid acrylics and some other acrylics in different pale sagey greens and olivey greens. Towards the end, I throw in a little yellow ochre just for contrast. I love this piece of drywall tape with this small dot pattern, and stenciling through it, I didn't have a different color paint on the brush, so it didn't show up, but lifting up some of the paint with a baby wipe gave me a little bit of texture without adding an additional color. And then I did spritz over there with some distress sprays. I use a lot of distress sprays in this spread, and you'll see me come in and out using both the negative and positive of this fern shape. And even you'll see me come back into these leaves later on to make them stand out more when the layers have obscured them a bit. Here I'm using an assortment of stamps. Well, one fern stamp and an assortment of colors in distress ink pads. Both some warm tones and some other greens. just a little Tombow marker in a similar color to give some definition to this leaf stencil. I'm also going to do this to the one on the far right edge of the page. This original leaf shape, fern leaf, was sprayed on. It was one of the first ones I did. So I'm going back in now and stenciling with some acrylic paint to give that kind of main leaf more definition, since it was the first and I felt it was kind of compositionally really important movement across the spread. Wanting to add a little more turquoise, I have this scrap of paste paper, which not only had a leafy design, but was the perfect color. So I'm going to collage in elements of this on both sides of the spread just to keep things balanced. I end up pulling in another bit of paper, which you'll see in a sec, and then completing this page with a word. I started in this rust and found out that a lot of the paint was still too wet. So not only wasn't the Posca pen writing, but I decided I didn't like the color. So I'm actually going to switch to olive and then do some, add some dimension to it with the turquoise.